You how to enable Firebase in Android Studio and how to configure Firebase Auth and Firebase Realtime Database. So without any further ado, let's get started. So on your top toolbar, you'll see Tools menu, and you will click on that and head to the Firebase submenu. This will open a side panel which will show you all the available Firebase services. And let's say we want to set up Firebase authentication. We'll click on this. This will open a drop-down menu, and we'll click on authenticate using a custom authentication system in Java, right? And we'll click on connect to Firebase. This will open a web browser, and we'll be taken to our Firebase console. Now, if you're not registered on Firebase, you might need to sign up here. So we'll be prompted to choose from an existing project, or we can create our own project. For this demonstration, we'll create our own project. Let's call it my first app. It's checking for availability. Let's add an extra P. Okay. And we'll disable Gemini. We'll disable analytics. This will take some time to set up, but hopefully it'll be quick. Right, and we're almost done here. Right, now we click on continue. This will take us to our project dashboard, and our Firebase project will be automatically connected to our Android Studio app after we click on connect. So now we're done. So if you look at our files, we have, click on my first app, where is it? There we go. Now if you check the app folder, there will be this Google services.json file. This contains your API key and your basically like your entire Firebase config with your API key. So if you're committing your code to a GitHub repository, make sure you add this file to your git ignore. Right? Okay. And once you've connected your Firebase, you're almost half of the way there. Now we'll set up Firebase Auth using the Firebase console, right? So let's head to Firebase console, and let's head to our my first app project, right? And let's go to security, authentication, and we can add, we click on get started, right? And now let's set up email and password first. So let's click on enable and click on save, right? And we can also enable OAuth using like Google and Facebook, but for now we'll just be using email and password. So right now we're done with our Google Services console. So now we'll head back to Android Studio, and we'll click on this button, add the Firebase authentication SDK to your app, right? And this will basically change our Gradle build file, right? We click on accept changes, and this will basically add all the dependencies that we need to our Gradle files automatically, right? We don't need to do anything. Right, and the process is the same for Firebase Realtime DB, right? This will take some time to configure, and I'm pretty sure it's done. So now we can also set up the real-time database in a similar fashion, right? We can just click on add the real-time DB SDK to your app, click on accept changes, and this will update our Gradle files once again. Right, and that's pretty much it. Now you will be able to use Firebase Auth and Firebase Realtime DB in your Android project. So hope this helped.